Artistang kilala nyo at kilala ko kasi naman kasabay ko siyang lumaki sa industriya at sa lahat ng kanyang pinagdaanan, isa ang kanyang naging inspirasyon para magbigay ng pag-asa sa iba.
Actress, host, singer, teen star. Ganyan natin nakilala si Antoinette Tos mula nung mag-umpisa ang kanyang makulay na showbiz career. Pero ang tunay na buhay, iba sa showbiz. Hindi laging may happy ending. Ang pagpanaw ng kanyang ina ay isang trahedyang nagdala ng maraming pagbabago sa buhay niya.
Welcome to Amazing Earth, Antoinette. Kamusta? Ilang years ka rin tumira sa Amerika, no?
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I actually lived in the States siguro nasa mga almost 15 years.
15 years.
Pero pabalik-balik din yun. Marami ring taon na nasa Pilipinas, in between. And nung nagkasakit si mommy, mas nagkaroon din ng reason to stay there longer. And I feel like nagtuloy-tuloy na siya into my journey into depression for a very long time after mawala si mommy. Pero masasabi kong yung years na yun, tinatawag ko silang my glory days.
Glory days,
Hindi, kasi parang naniniwala talaga ako na pag marami tayong pinagdaanan, marami rin tayong natututunan. And parati kong trinatry na sabihin talaga sa mga tao na ang pain, ang mga masasakit na bagay, these are things na pwede nating magamit para maging stronger. And we can use it as a power and turn it into purpose somehow.
Malaking bagay doon yung pangalan na Cora. Di ba? You mentioned your mom.
Yes.
So, why was it a turning point? And can you tell us more about it?
Mga 10 years after my mom passed away, marami kasing phases yan when may pinagdadaanan ka depression or any mental health issue, anxiety, stress. Dumating talaga sa point na question ko na yung existence ko, na parang mahilig ako kumanta, mahilig ako sa arts, umarte, doing different things, being with my friends, my family. Pero kahit kasama ko sila, or kahit ginagawa ko yung mga dating paborito kong bagay na mahilig ako, na masaya ako dati gawin, biglang hindi na. Parang everyday, I can't explain it, parang empty feeling. And yun na yung parang bine-blame ko din yung sarili ko na, teka lang, kung ikaw nga nawalan ka ng minamahal mo sa buhay, na normal naman yun, nangyayari yun sa lahat ng tao, parang bakit mo ito ginagawa sa sarili mo? Mas marami pang nangyayaring ibang bagay sa mundo. Pero syempre, that's not something we ever emphasize. Kasi pag meron kang nararamdaman, when you have a feeling, it's real, it's true, it's valid. But that made me think about what's happening elsewhere in the world. Yung mga walang natitirhan, walang pagkain, yung mga victims of abuse, oppression, injustice. So I was thinking to myself, kung ako, yun yung pain ko, what more sila? What more all these people around the world na marami pinagdadaanan? Kaya namin tinawag na Cora, kasi si Mommy parang, she was always someone that wasn't necessarily an environmentalist, but she just embodied so much love. Love for everyone around her and wanting to do good for
Can
everyone.
you describe your mom more to us?
Si Mommy, kaya namin siya pinangalan na Cora. Talagang gusto ko lang sana na matawag siyang Cora in honor of her. Ang dami ko nang inisip ko pa nga nung una, Corazon. Kasi ibig sabihin ng Corazon, heart, yun yung talagang pangalan niya. Pero we decided to go with Cora, which is funny, kasi hindi pa nga niya type yung name niya dati. Kami naman, we love her name, of course, and we love her. And the reason we wanted to do that is, she was really our inspiration and our hero, na parang she embodied love. Love for everyone around her, na parang kahit anong mangyari, tulungan mo kung sino pwede mo matulungan, tutulungan ka ng Diyos, kung meron ka ding tinulungan, there are always ways to help people. Na-stuck sa akin yung mga bagay na yun. And yung sobrang reason kung ba't ko din siya nami-miss, I guess, I can't explain it. It was just a combination of everything. But the reason we called it Communities Organized for Resource Allocation, yun yung meaning niya. Para may meaning, it really truly means what the words are, which is resources allocated towards a better purpose. And it's communities coming together. And these resources can be recyclables, it can be trash, it can be food waste for feeding programs, it can be volunteers, period, in the form of people. And of course, allocation, making sure that we try to allocate them to the right places that need help the most, to the issues na pinaka-importanteng kailangan nating pag-usapan talaga ngayon at gawan ng solusyon.
So what is the mission of Cora as an organization?
Gusto lang sana namin maserbisyohan yung mga tao at yung mga bagay na pwede naming matulungan in terms of helping people and the planet, but empowering everyone, every single citizen, na maniwala tayong lahat na lahat tayo can be a part of change. Kasi minsan feeling natin ang pwede nang gumawa ng change yung government, or yung mga big businesses, or yung mga experts or scientists. Pero in reality, lahat tayo part talaga ng change na yan. So we want to create programs that are sustainable, na masasabi nating lahat pwedeng maging parte ng solusyon. And most importantly, educate yung youth, yung kabataan.
Likas na mapagmahal si Antoinette sa mga bata, sa mga kababayan nating maralita at sa bagong pet project niya. Kaya kung ano yung bagong laman ng puso niya, ikikwento niya mamaya. Kwento sa atin ni Tony ang transformation niya from artista to humanitarian advocate. So napag-usapan natin yung advocacy. Diba? Ano ba ang mga main pillars ng Cora?
So, of course, first and foremost, unang-una ang volunteerism na kailangan natin, kumbaga sa atin sa Pilipinas, tinatawag nating bayanihan. Pangalawa, ang aming humanitarian projects, mainly ang feeding program.
Yun yung unang-unang project na ginawa niya.
So, the feeding program, within 6 months and within a year, nagkaroon na kami ng environmental projects. Tapos sabi namin, naku, paano ba yan? Hindi naman tayo scientist. Anong gagawin natin para sa environment? Ang alam lang natin, we love the beach, we love going to the mountains and the forests, we love animals, we love nature. So, nag-release yung UN Environment ng campaign na Clean Seas tungkol sa ine-educate tayong lahat about plastic pollution, yung mga basura. At nabasa ko lang siya online. And I started researching and reading more. Kaya I always tell people na we don't have to wait to learn. Dahil lahat ng impormasyon nandyan na. Pwede na natin siyang mabasa at matutunan and we can do something now. Pero para sa amin, simple, nag-start kami by picking up trash. Yun lang, nagpupulot lang kami ng basura. Hanggang sa ngayon, naging full-blown coastal cleanups na siya. Tapos nagkakaroon ng suporta from amazing people like Angie King na talagang nagdala din ng so much awareness to what we're doing. Kasi feeling ko more than anything, it's really important na malaman ng mga tao yung katotohanan. Marami pa pala tayong pwedeng gawin para makatulong. Planet Cora, that starts with coastal cleanups. Meron din kaming tree planting programs na talagang ipupush pa namin this coming 2020 to help with reforestation sa iba-ibang parte ng Pilipinas, most especially in rainforests and mangroves. Every single problem of the world, easier said than done, pero love, first and foremost. And of course, everything with a greater purpose for people in the planet.
Tony, thank you for sharing yung nilalaman ng puso mo. I'm sure marami kang na-inspire. Kaya para sa amin dito sa Amazing Earth, isa ka Amazing Earth Hero.
Thank you so much.